I'm currently just laying on my bedroom floor because I'm not having a good day, and that's what I want to do. I think I'm having the worst anxiety of my life right now. 2 nights ago, I went to bed anxious, and I continued to be anxious the entire night of sleeping. That has never happened to me before. I basically was like super stressed going to bed, worried about the next day. So like I wrote a whole schedule for the day, and I thought that getting all those thoughts out of my head would make me not be anxious anymore, but it didn't work. I fell asleep with my mind running and freaking out about the next day. And then I woke up in the night like 7 different times. And every time I woke up, I was thinking, oh my God, I have to fall back asleep because I really need sleep because tomorrow is gonna be so busy. I could not calm down. Like even in my sleep, I was freaking the hell out. I woke up feeling so terrible because like, I don't think I got quality sleep at all. I don't even know if I fully slept. I was just thinking for 8 hours straight. And that didn't really stop. Like today, I felt that all day long, and I didn't do anything today. I don't know about you guys. I don't know if you experience anxiety or whatever, but when I feel anxious, it like takes over my whole body, and like I'm so like in physical pain, almost it's like so uncomfortable that I don't want to do anything else. So I just like lay down or half-ass a bunch of my responsibilities or whatever, but I just can't be like a functioning person. Like I didn't shower today. I didn't get ready. I didn't go to the gym. I'm gonna try to make the rest of the night better, but like as of now, it's just not, it was not a good day because I just felt so freaked out, so anxious and so nervous the whole day, and like it wouldn't go away. I've always had anxiety in my life, but it definitely comes and goes depending on the time of life I'm in. So like when I was 15 to like 17, I had nonstop anxiety every day of my life. And I was convinced, and a therapist actually told me that I had a sensory processing disorder because I would go to meetings at my older sister's house for the band that I was in at the time, and I would just put headphones on with no music playing just to filter out the noise. Like I was so anxious and overwhelmed that I had to essentially plug my ears or else I was gonna freak out. Turns out my sisters were just really loud, and hearing 5 people talk at the same time when you're already having anxiety is a lot. So I didn't have a sensory processing disorder, but there have been times in my life where my anxiety has been super, super high. At that time, I was smoking weed a lot, so that was like my only escape. It was the only thing I wanted to do after I left my sister's house because I just wanted to calm the hell down, and nothing else helped. Like it was like I would be freaking out, so uncomfortable, so nervous, my stomach was in knots, and then I would leave, and I was like secretly doing this. I wasn't allowed to do this, so I would go sneak off somewhere to my friend's house or something, and I would feel so much better. Like it was like finally I had a moment of peace. I look back on the time and like I always think of it as a super rebellious time and like a bad time in my life, and I don't smoke anymore because it really did become an unhealthy coping mechanism for me. But I'm like, yeah, it makes perfect sense as to why I was trying to smoke all the time. Like it actually made me feel so much better. And sometimes I wonder if like using weed again nowadays would be a good idea to help with my anxiety on days like this, but honestly, I don't know. And I don't even know if it's a good idea to explore that. It just kind of crosses my mind sometimes. But anyway, it is day 2 of my 12 days of vlogmas. So sorry I'm starting this off on a depressing note. I just am having the worst time right now. So I went to the store and I bought cookie dough because I just wanted to do something to make me feel better and forget my anxiety. And it kind of worked. You know, there is something about being in the kitchen and focusing on something else and like getting out of your own head that can really help with anxiety. So it was better than laying down and doing nothing. Yesterday, I spent the day painting in the park. So honestly, I'll probably paint again at some point today. I really, really enjoyed it. Like I have always wanted to be an artist. I always admired artists and like paintings and drawings and all like literally art in all forms. I just love it. I love to see it. I love to see the process. I think it's so cool. And I was always so jealous of people who were naturally like gifted at art because I always felt like I wasn't. And so I just never tried it. So I really wanted to start painting. I did my first ever painting literally yesterday. Let me show you what it looks like. This is what it looks like. I did this and then I didn't really like it. So then I made this as like a redo, but this one I feel like is too bland. So I don't like it either. So anyway, I originally got cookies because I wanted to bake something like Christmassy because, you know, it's Vlogmas, it's December. I haven't done like anything festive, honestly, for this whole season, which is kind of annoying, but whatever. But I don't even really like eating cookies, and I don't like Christmas cookies either. Like I kind of like sugar cookies, but not really. And I don't like frosting, and I don't like gingerbread. So like I just bought chocolate cookies. I bought double chocolate cookies, and I really should have gotten white chocolate chips to put in them because do you guys remember the double chocolate cookies from Subway? They had like, it was essentially the cookies I made today, but they had white chocolate chips in them and they were so good, but they got rid of them. They took them off the menu. And like the day that I realized that they were gone was one of the worst days of my life, and I haven't forgotten about it since. Whatever. I should have recreated them today, but I didn't have the opportunity to. And sorry I didn't do something Christmassy. I just didn't feel like it. I'm having a horrible day. Thankfully, I'm starting therapy again on Thursday with my old therapist, and I'm really excited. I am super excited. Everyone on my YouTube comments keeps telling me I have depression. Like based on how I've explained my thoughts and my feelings as of lately, everybody's like, Danny, you talk about how your husband's depressed, but you're depressed. And like some people have like, you know, diagnosed me on the internet, which I think is a little silly and I can't really take it seriously, but it is something to think about. Like I always stereotype myself as somebody who doesn't have depression because I get out of bed in the morning, but like, you know what? Maybe I have some form of depression that's really high functioning. I don't know. Or maybe I just have anxiety, or maybe I have ADHD. Who knows what I have? But honestly, like, does it matter what I have? Like, I'm gonna talk to my therapist about this and hopefully we can fix whatever's wrong with my brain. Maybe I'll go on medication one day. I might do that. I'm definitely considering it. But if I'm not gonna go on medication, the only thing I can do is just go to therapy and work on myself. But I'm also not gonna prioritize like labeling myself as like, I have this and I have this and I have that, because like, I don't know. I just think it's not that important to me at this moment in time. But maybe it will be one day. Maybe it will. I don't know. I just hate that I can't snap my fingers and all my problems are gone. Like, I hate that I have to go to therapy for weeks and months on end and spend thousands of dollars to fix this brain that I was born with, because like, it's so much effort and it's so much work and so much time. And like, I just want to feel normal and I don't want to freak out every day and I don't want to have horrible anxiety and I don't want to feel like a crazy person. Like SZA has this song. It feels like we're on FaceTime, guys. This is so fun. Literally, I feel like I'm on FaceTime with my friend right now. The song says, I wish I was the type of girl that you take over to mama, the type of girl my daddy he'd be proud of, the type of girl your fellas they'd be proud of. I wish I was a normal girl. How do I be your baby? Normal girl. I wish I was a normal girl. And like, I know she's talking about like relationships and stuff, and that's not really what I think of when I hear the song. Wow, it's getting really dark in here. I just relate to those lyrics. Like, I just wish I was a normal girl. I wish I was one of those people who had no mental illnesses and no like serious issues. Like, they just went to school and did volleyball and had 2 normal parents and got married at the age of 30 and had 2 kids and retired at the age of, 65 or whatever. I don't genuinely wish that, but like sometimes I look at my life and I'm like, it would be really nice to just be a normal person and like not have all these issues that I have and like not have to worry about getting through the day or staying alive or like being depressed or whatever it is. Like, I'm not complaining about my life right now because I do have a good life and I know that. I just know that there are people out there who don't like suffer this much, or at least I think they exist. Maybe they don't. Maybe I'm completely making it up, but I feel like there have to be people on this earth who don't suffer this much on a daily basis. And I just kind of wish that I was like that. But I don't want to keep talking about how sad I am. So can we talk about something positive for once, maybe? Look at this cat. Beef. Look at the baby beef. Good news is that Emin had a really good day yesterday. I've been talking about my husband's depression for weeks now because it's kind of one of the most important things in my life right now. And he hasn't had a really good day in honestly like a few months. Like, I have not seen him genuinely excited and like peppy and outgoing and talkative like he normally is in so long. But yesterday he left at 11 a.m. to do a writing session because he does music, and he was gone all day. And then he got his COVID booster and he went to the gym and he came home. And the second he got home, he wanted to show me the song he wrote because he thought it was the best song he's ever written. And it was just so nice to see. It was so good to see him excited about life, because for the past couple months, he has just been laying in bed and it's been horrifically depressing to watch. So that is some great news. I don't want to sit here and assume that it's going to be better long term or like his depression is just going to go away, but I was so happy that he finally had a good day. It was like the light finally came back to his eyes, even if it was only temporary. I really hope he keeps getting better. He really loves performing in music and he has so many dreams in life, and it's so annoying how being sad can cause a person to let everything they love fall to the wayside and almost intentionally ruin their life. I feel like as humans, we are met with so many challenges in life. It's just part of the human experience. And it seems to happen when life is about to change the most, at least for me and Emin. Like when you're about to make a huge life decision or grow a ton, life gets horrible and you have to like figure out how to get through that before you can do whatever you need to do. It's really annoying, but it's also kind of cool because it shows you how strong you are and helps you keep going in like other aspects of life. Life gets really scary and weird sometimes, and our brains are constantly trying to protect us and keep us alive. I don't know if you guys have ever heard this before, but your brain doesn't know the difference between an emotional threat and a physical threat. If you have anxiety, your brain essentially thinks you're about to die, and so it goes into survival mode and starts like releasing cortisol and freaking out. And then the same thing would happen if like you were faced with a mountain lion that was about to kill you. Your brain literally reacts the exact same way to physical danger and emotional danger. So I really think that a lot of us think we're about to die all the time, especially me. Like I constantly think I'm in danger, but it's really not as scary as my brain makes it out to be. And I have to like constantly remind myself of that. Like I look back on my life and I have gotten through some things that I never thought I would have gotten through. Like I'm genuinely shocked that I'm still alive today sometimes, but that just shows me how strong I really am. And I try to remember that in times when I feel really weak. Like I'm literally consumed with anxiety today, and I have been for like 3 days straight, but I don't have to be scared that I'm never gonna get through it because I know eventually I will. Just maybe like not right this second. Hey, Beef. Oh, Beef, come say goodbye. Say goodbye. She's scary. She's tough. She's Beef. Hey, hey. I love you guys. Goodbye.